So tonight we have a very special guest with us. It's Mr. President Paul Kelly. Welcome to the show. We're
Thanks,
honoured to have you.
Thanks.
So I'm just wondering if you can tell me a bit how Jam Orange started and
Started off as a group of people coming together. I think it was in about 2015. And it was basically musicians and people interested in music around town that wanted to get a little bit more live music happening in the town, and also looking at possible venues. So it was trying to get away from, I guess, the more commercialised side of music that was happening, and giving people that are writing music, playing their own material, the opportunity to perform it. And so this group of people got together, and after about 2 meetings, a committee was formed which became Jam Orange. Nothing to do with jam that you eat on toast, but it was about just add music. That's what Jam stands for. And so since that time, we've been running concerts where we always feature a local musician along with national musicians, and we've run those variously at places like the Bloomfield Hall. That sort of started off when we started doing work with Woodfordia, or the Woodford Folk Festival, and they have a touring act, and they included us on the circuit. So we kicked that one off. I think originally that would have been about 2015. I think time has flown pretty quickly for Jam Orange. We're now in 2020. So anyhow, we did that. We've started open mic nights, and we've tried to do those in a different pub all the time, and also other venues that were sort of suitable, sort of clubs and even cafes on occasions. We've put in and been successful in getting grants to run live and local music Saturdays, where on one Saturday a couple of years ago now, I think that was 2017, fact check me on that one, 2000, maybe, yeah, it was 2018 I think it was, every possible performance venue within a sort of a precinct of Robinson Park had musicians on from about 10 o'clock in the morning right till about 8 o'clock at night. That was really successful, and we'll be, when the restrictions regarding COVID-19 are lifted, we'll be resuming those types of activities. So there'll be more open mic nights. We've got some musicians booked for concerts at the Conservatorium in probably starting in at this stage November, December, maybe October, and then going through to January or February, March 2021. So our minds are still working hard to make sure that by the time the COVID restrictions are lifted, we're up and running and ready to resume our activities. But based on what I've heard of the lockdown shows that you've been doing, it's also a possibility of continuing those as well. So I guess what we're doing is expanding our horizons from live music and also into putting music on in the digital age. Yeah.
So you feel like there's a bright future ahead for Jam Orange?
Most definitely. Well, anybody's playing a guitar or playing drums or any other instrument and performing or wanting to perform, there's also always going to be a future in Orange for that. It would be good one day to sort of see Orange regarded as a major stop off for in terms of tourism and music. So the two link together, and Orange becomes a hub for music, somewhat like with country and western music Tamworth is.
Yes, for sure.
Or Parks is for Elvis, that type of thing. But always sort of with a focus on local music, local musicians, and originality. Yeah. So I guess we try to really encourage people to perform original material.
Yes. And there's a CD coming up.
Ah, yes.
That's very exciting.
The Best of Jam 2019, and it's a compilation of professional recordings of I think we're up to 11 musicians that are on this CD, and that will be released again when the COVID restrictions. But sometime this year, it'll be probably, I'd say around September, October, we're looking at doing that. And at the same time as that, officially launching the Jam Orange website, which will allow people that want to join Jam to do it quite easily just by a click of a few buttons on a website, to purchase Jam Orange merchandise, to find out what musicians are able to perform in the local area. So it's going to be a resource for the whole community as well as for Jam members. And very easy to become a Jam member too. You know, you just have to pay $12 and that entitles you at the moment in COVID not much except showing a bit of support. Further down the track,
which is needed. Of
course.
it
is, yeah.
And it will pay off later on when things are back to normal.
Certainly will. It'll give people discounts on entrance to concerts. Being a Jam member, you get preference at performing at open mic nights. There'll be other benefits of being a member as well. But at the moment, joining Jam is really showing your support. Not to say that the COVID-19 has sort of caused a major financial crisis for Jam. It's one of those organisations. It's a not-for-profit organisation, which essentially means that we always run on a shoestring, and with the help of a group of really committed volunteers. So our overheads to put on events are fairly small comparative to, say, some of the bigger organisations that run music events. And so we're able to, for the most part, any money that we make on our concerts, etc., go back to the musicians that are performing. So we're not here to make a profit. We're just here to put on good music.
So if anyone wants to support Jam Orange, and I know a lot of our viewers like to support local, whether it's culture or it's food, please become a member. And I thank you so much, Paul,
for
coming in tonight and talking to us. And is there anything you'd like to add?
Well, I'd just like to thank Emma, both you and Andrew, for the hard work you've put in keeping the Jam flag flying during COVID and putting on these wonderful Facebook lockdown shows. That's great, because it's basically letting people see what we've been doing in the past. I know that in some of your locker sections of your program, you're presenting videos of concerts and live performances that have occurred at the various pubs and music venues around town over the last 3 or 4 years, and also you're giving people the opportunity to perform some live material as well, video and that. So all power to you, and keep it up.
Thank you so much. And you'll see Paul out as soon as open mic and concert starts again. He'll be there. Make sure you say good day.
Thanks, Emma.